Do you agree with people that Jeb is the front runner? Although, honestly, you hear from people who are more close to the base in red states who say that Jeb, Mitt, Christie are all sort of toxic to them.
I think, yes, sure, that is out there right now. But that's because Jeb Bush is being judged as his father's son and his brother's brother, when actually he's neither of those.
Nobody knows him, right? He's his own guy.
Mark, nobody knows him. There's a tremendous, in the movies they call it the reverse and reveal, when you find out that that magic moment at the end of the movie when you find out everything you think is true is not. The fat, short guy is really the thin, tall one. What? That is what's going to happen with Jeb. At some point, America is going to get to know that this is a very different guy, forward-looking, visionary, more a son of Ronald Reagan than of George H.W. Bush.
Alex, quick one quick question on Jeb and then move on to somebody else.
Yeah.
Your friend Mike Murphy is orchestrating a strategy here where Jeb does the occasional 12-second YouTube video, but not a lot of public events and not a lot of defining himself. Is it a mistake to not be doing that now? When should that start?
Oh, this thing's going to go on forever. And, if you're going to go out there and give your blood every day, I don't think you'd have much blood by the time this thing is over. Jeb is going to be able to raise a lot of money. He's going to be able to mobilize a lot of support without risking, I think, a ton of media exposure and media mistakes out there. A lot of this is, the girl in the red dress at the end of the bar. You kind of want to keep people hungry to learn a little more about you. A little distance can be a good thing in a presidential campaign.
So Rubio, let me ask you about him, because he was kind of the flavor of the week at the Koch conference last weekend. He won the straw poll. Everybody was buzzing about him. Are we reading too much into this because, to your point, it's so early in the game?
It's early, and a lot of people are going to get a ride. I think Rubio's going to get a great ride. Ben Carson's going to get a great ride, a boomlet. Carly Fiorina's going to get a great ride. She stands on that stage, 120 white guys in suits and Carly Fiorina. She's going to get her moment. Marco Rubio will too. I think he is the secretariat of the Republican field, maybe the most talented candidate out there, who has the misfortune of following a young, inexperienced senator as president. And I think the question is going to be for Rubio, is he mature enough? Can he pass that test? If he doesn't, and he's competing against Jeb, he could end up hurting himself in the long term as much as he helps himself.
Alex, almost every Republican activist I talked to in Iowa last weekend said not only did they think Hillary Clinton wouldn't be the next president, they said she wouldn't even be the Democratic nominee. If you were making the case for Hillary Clinton now as a formidable general election opponent for your party, what would you cite? What strengths does she still have right now that shouldn't be underestimated?
Well, I think her biggest strength is her husband.
Her Cuban-American Arkansas husband?
I have a hard time making the case for Hillary Clinton because I don't think it's that good. This is not Bill Clinton's "the era of big government is over" party. This is Barack Obama's "the era of big government's back and it's on steroids" party. Parties moved left of Hillary. Plus, it's animated by internet activism, driving it even farther away.
Do you think she's
not
the
favorite? I think Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah. So you don't even think she's going to be the nominee either?
I wouldn't bet my house that she's not going to be the nominee.
Which of your houses?
Your house, Mark.
Yeah.
I might bet your house that she's not.
But who's going to lead this populist revolt, Alex, if Elizabeth Warren isn't running? I mean, it's not going to be Martin O'Malley, like a conventional, boring white guy, is going to lead the revolution?
Well, it's funny how these things start. They never start to overthrow the king, or the queen in this case. They start as campaigns to help. Look, Hillary'd be doing better if she was really farther left, if she really was the soul of our party, like Elizabeth Warren. So let's get ready for Warren because it'll help, not hurt.
Alex,
and then those fires spark, and the next thing you know, she's in the race.
Alice, show some courage. One name. Who's the most likely next president of the United States?
Jeb Bush.
Can't disagree.
Wow.
All right, I want to close by asking one more Jeb question, which is people who say he's weak. There are a lot of them. What is Jeb's biggest vulnerability besides his last name?
I'd say that he hasn't run a campaign in a long time, and when you run against politics, a lot of the times you get dragged down into it. It doesn't look so good. It doesn't look like you're listening. It looks like you're arrogant. So we say we want a leader above politics, but at times we want somebody who'll actually listen to us. I think that's his vulnerability.
All right.